videos every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want more ASMR, make sure to subscribe and like this video to follow along. And with this, my video you see here is a Norway travel vlog. Now this is a graduation gift and I'm so thankful and grateful that I had this opportunity. I want to thank my family members so much. I love them. Anyway, so we did the Curtain cruise and it started in Bergen, so you saw that in the beginning, and now we're on the cruise sailing across the ocean. This is my first time ever being on a cruise, and this is what the room looks like. It's very spacious. I would say like the size of a college dorm. I've had 2 beds because there's only 2 beds, and my parents shared one, and my sister and her boyfriend shared one. So I'm the single of the group. But it's fine, I guess. I had a lot of cruise crushes that made my stay better, but nothing ever happened. So single I am, and this is just the walkthrough. We are on the 3rd floor, cabin 327. I miss it so much. And there's 7 floors, so I'm just like walking through a little bit. There's a lot of older folks on this cruise, so whenever I saw younger, I was like, hey girl, or hey. And it's a lot of exercise just walking up the cruise. That day was very stormy. We only had 1 or 2 days of storms, which is not my favorite. I didn't do as much reading as I wanted because the views were just gorgeous. This is well, before I get to that, the chairs were playing Guess Who with us because they kept on snapping from the wind. It was a game for sure to see who got snapped next. The mountains are gorgeous, and we went through a famous fjord with like the waterfalls. Like there's 3 next to each other. It's just amazing. Here's some different perspectives of the waterfall just to see how huge it is. Here's a very close-up of it. I've never seen such a beautiful sight. And here's another curtain cruise passing us. They're honking, and we all waved at them. And now we went to Oslo. I hope I'm saying it right. And we just explored. We didn't do any excursions, and we saw jellyfish. It looks really cool. And then we just went back on the ship because it was a very short stay. And actually a bus cruise got stuck and we had to wait for them. Then we passed the Arctic Circle, not the Arctic, the Arctic, which is probably a once in a lifetime opportunity. It was wild to see. Then we went to Trollfjorden, and this was amazing. It reminded me of Frozen 2 because the mountains were shaped sort of like trolls. And remember when, if you've seen it, you know, Anna went through a troll sort of fjord, and this is sort of what this was. Like that mountain looked like a troll. We can play a little game. Can you see the trolls in the rocks? Like some look like feet, some look like noses and eyes. There are troll doors too. It's really magical. We stayed up until 1 in the morning just to see this. This is actually 1 in the morning in Norway because the sun doesn't set. And then we saw orcas after crossing the Arctic Circle. Sorry. I tried to get it at first, but it was really hard to see them through the sun. But here they are, orcas. It's so great to see them in the wild and not in captivity. They have really straight fins. But I'm kind of terrified of orcas. I don't think they could flip a cruise boat though. I don't think. Let me know if they get. Now the trick is to see where birds are, and that's where you can see the orcas. They're the fins. It was so cool. I never thought I would see orcas. And then we went to Lofton. I really hope I'm saying the towns right. It's just a really pretty sight. It all was. It was another short, like an hour and a half stay. We went to a magic ice bar, I think. And there's these like ice sculptures that reminded me of Elsa and her magic. It was freezing though. There's a slide that I slid down. It was really fast, to my surprise. We had to wear a jacket and gloves. And here's a rare side of me reading. I was reading The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. And then we went to Tromsø. We did a little hike.
At Honningsvåg, centrum in the municipality of Nordkapp. In 1999, the island was connected to the mainland through a 6.8 kilometers long subsea tunnel. The municipality lives mainly from fishing and, of course, tourism. The North Cape is visited by more than 200,000 tourists each year who come here to enjoy the solitude.
This was one of my favorite days. We went to Nordkapp, or the North Cape. And this was our only excursion that we did. It was a bus tour to the North Cape. It was kind of a cloudy day, but that didn't really matter because we were inside. But here's a gorgeous view of the ocean. We were trying to see if we could find any whales, but we didn't. But of course we saw reindeer. Reindeers are better than people. They looked like rocks though. It was so windy, as you can see from my hair. And just look at the people trying to walk. It's kind of cool. And here's the structure that we saw. And then they had a cute little souvenir shop. Did I get anything? No, not from this one. But we did get waffles and jam. Strawberry jam and waffles. The waffles are shaped like hearts here. And here's the ride back. We saw more reindeer. And we saw them running across. So good to see wildlife in the wild. It was a little bit less stormy on the way down. But on the ship back, it was very stormy. And you could probably tell from the tilting of the ship. And I got this tote bag so I can put my books in. And the waves were rough that night. The swells were 8 feet. And I did not sleep a wink. I was up all night and I didn't think I would get seasick, which I technically didn't, but I felt nauseous and queasy, and I pulled it all nighter, let's just say that, because the waves were so big. I heard creaking from like the machinery, and I was sitting near the front of the ship, so I really felt it tilt down and tilt up. It felt like, if I were to describe it, it felt like plane turbulence. I thought we were going down, but we ended the trip in Oslo. We have some family members in Oslo, but this is our hotel. And in the morning at 7 a.m., we had a fire drill. I don't know why we had a fire drill, probably something in the kitchen, but that was not a great way to wake up after a day of traveling. But, you know, it's for the stories and for the memories. This is a cool elevator. We just sort of toured ourselves around, and there's a beautiful flower garden, which reminded me of Bridgerton and Promenade. It was a perfect day. We all thought it was going to be cold and rainy the whole week, but it was actually the opposite. opposite. Here's a palace or castle. And swans. I never seen like swans. And then we went to the Akershus castle. Not the one in Epcot. This is like an actual Akershus. And here's a view of Oslo. I got a lot of souvenirs, a sweatshirt, glasses. I just love history, like walking through. It is definitely haunted though. It has the vibe. And then we had lunch at an outside cafe. It's called the Egon Cafe. And after lunch, we went to more souvenir shops. They had some moving trolls, which is kind of creepy. And then we listened to music on the streets before meeting family. I don't know if I can play the music because they're playing some modern songs but in string music form, so I don't know. And that was my week in Norway. I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you want more ASMR from me, don't forget to subscribe down below and like this video. But more importantly, find something that gives you joy. Love you.